What do you think working in tech is like? Perhaps you imagine a world of sleek coding and problem-solving where software engineers are kings and queens of their digital domains. Picture this: a landscape of endless lines of code, a symphony of symbols and syntax, harmoniously coming together to create something new, something innovative. Yes, that's the allure of tech careers. It's the thrill of creation, the excitement of solving complex problems, the satisfaction of seeing your digital blueprints come to life. Tech in its essence is the embodiment of innovation and progress, a beacon of the future. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of tech. We often envisage software engineers as modern-day magicians, conjuring up digital solutions out of thin air. We see them as architects of the digital world, crafting intricate structures from lines of code. We imagine them as explorers, charting new territories in the vast expanse of technology. The allure is understandable. After all, working in tech can be a gateway to a world of opportunities. It promises a chance to work on cutting-edge technologies, to be part of something bigger, to make a real impact. It's the dream of creating the next big app, the next groundbreaking software, the next technological revolution. But like any other field, tech is not just about the glamour and the glory. There's a common misconception that working in tech is primarily about coding, that the life of a software engineer is one continuous loop of coding, testing, and deploying, that all it takes to succeed in tech is a knack for coding. However, the reality might be different. There's more to tech than just coding. There's more to being a software engineer than just being good at writing code. There's the endless cycle of meeting after meeting, the stress of tight deadlines, the ambiguity of unclear requirements. So, let's delve deeper. Let's uncover the truth that goes beyond the coding stereotype. Let's explore what the reality of working in the tech field is, if it's not just about coding and creating. Let's dive into the hidden side of tech careers, the side that often goes unnoticed. Picture this. A software engineer, let's call her Zoe, walks into her first day at work, expecting to be immersed in lines of code. She's spent countless hours crafting her coding skills, mastering the art of Python, JavaScript, and C++. She's eager to apply all she learned, to make a difference, to innovate. But as days turn into weeks, Zoe realizes that her expectations are far from the reality. First, there's the stress. Tech companies are known for their fast-paced environments, their drive for innovation, and their relentless pursuit of the next big thing. This can translate into pressure, lots of it. Zoe finds herself working late into the night trying to debug a piece of code or meet a deadline that seemed impossible from the start. Then, there are the deadlines. In the tech world, time is of the essence. Software must be developed, tested, and launched in what often feels like a blink of an eye. Zoe quickly learns that the clock is always ticking, leaving little room for error or delay. But perhaps the most challenging aspect is the ambiguity. The unclear requirements that often come with projects. Zoe expected to be given clear tasks, a defined goal to achieve. Instead, she finds herself in uncharted territory, trying to decipher what exactly is expected of her. She spends more time in meetings trying to understand the project's requirements than she does actually coding. And so, Zoe's image of a software engineer's job, filled with coding and problem-solving, starts to fade. It's replaced by a picture of a juggler, constantly keeping stress, deadlines, and ambiguity in the air, trying not to drop any of them. And this isn't just Zoe's story, it's the story of countless software engineers who have found themselves navigating a landscape far different from what they expected. Being a software engineer isn't all about coding after all, but what else does it involve? The reality of tech careers is far more complex than just coding. It involves a multitude of tasks that go beyond the keyboard. Let's dive into this reality. Imagine you are a software engineer in a fast-paced tech company. Coding, while indeed a significant part of your job, is just one facet of your daily routine. You find yourself in meetings discussing project requirements, negotiating deadlines, and clarifying ambiguities. You're not just speaking to your fellow engineers, but also to product managers, stakeholders, even clients. It's not enough to be fluent in Java or Python. You must also master the language of clear, effective communication. You are often faced with situations where the path is not clearly defined. Ambiguity is your constant companion. You may be given a project with a vague brief, or you might be dealing with a new technology where the documentation is sparse. Here, your ability to ask the right questions, to research, and to problem solve becomes invaluable. This is where your analytical skills come to play, helping you navigate through the fog of uncertainty. And let's not forget about office politics. Yes, even in the tech world they exist. You may find yourself needing to advocate for your ideas or manage differing opinions within your team. This requires a certain level of political savvy and emotional intelligence. Remember, your code doesn't work in isolation. It's part of a larger ecosystem where human interactions play a significant role. Stress management is another critical aspect of the reality of tech careers. Tight deadlines, high stakes, and the constant need for innovation can all contribute to a high-pressure environment. It's essential to develop resilience and strategies to manage this stress effectively, because you will inevitably have to deal with stress, and lots of it. Take John, for instance, a seasoned software engineer who finds himself spending more time in meetings, clarifying requirements, and troubleshooting issues than actually coding. Or Sarah, a developer who had to learn how to navigate office politics when her project was at risk of being shelved. So, if coding isn't the only skill required in tech, what can aspiring software engineers do to prepare themselves? Understanding the reality of tech careers is the first step to preparing for them, but what else can you do? Well, let's dive into some practical advice for those of you aspiring to be software engineers. First and foremost, it's crucial to develop your soft skills. You see, software engineering isn't a solitary endeavor. More often than not, you'll find yourself working in teams, collaborating with people from diverse backgrounds and skill sets. So, honing your ability to communicate effectively, to empathize with others, and to work well in a team is just as important as mastering your coding skills. Let's illustrate this with a real-life example. Imagine you're working under a tight deadline, and there's a technical issue that's causing a roadblock. You have a potential solution, but it's a bit unconventional. The ability to articulate your idea clearly, to convince your team to take this route, is a soft skill. It's not something you learn in a coding bootcamp, but it's an essential part of being a successful software engineer. Next up, learn to manage stress. The tech world is fast-paced and ever-evolving. Deadlines can be tight, the pressure can be high, and the work can sometimes feel overwhelming. So, it's crucial to find ways to cope with this stress. This could be through mindfulness techniques, regular exercise, or simply taking breaks when needed. Remember, a stressed mind is rarely a productive one. Finally, understand the importance of clear communication. This is not just about expressing your ideas effectively, but also about setting clear expectations and boundaries. In the world of software engineering, ambiguity can be a real challenge. So whether it's clarifying a project's requirements or communicating your workload to your manager, clear and open communication is key. In the end, working in tech is about more than just coding. It's about navigating a complex landscape of tasks, challenges, and opportunities. So equip yourself with the right skills and prepare to embrace the reality of a career in tech. So what is the real story of working in tech? The allure of tech is undeniably strong, with its promise of cutting-edge innovation and rewarding compensation. Yet behind this allure lies a reality often obscured by the coding stereotype. As we've explored, a career in tech goes beyond just mastering ones and zeros. It's about navigating the labyrinth of stress, tight deadlines, and often unclear requirements. Remember, software engineers spend as much, if not more, time in meetings, managing expectations, and deciphering ambiguous project outlines as they do actually coding. And these are the unseen challenges that can overshadow the joy of creating something new. The reality of tech careers is a mixed bag of excitement and pressure, creativity and ambiguity. Understanding the full scope of a tech career, beyond just coding, is crucial to make an informed decision about whether this is the right career choice for you. And this decision is one of the most important ones you will make in your lifetime. Thank you for watching.